On a peaceful afternoon, the sunlight shone brightly across the yard. A father and his son sat side by side on a bench. The handsome young boy was reading a newspaper. The old man quietly sat next to him. Suddenly, a sparrow flew down to the nearby grass. The father gently asked, "What is that?" Hearing his father's question, the boy looked down at the green grass and casually replied, "It's a sparrow." After that, he continued to focus on the newspaper. The father looked at the sparrow and then glanced at the swaying blades of grass, pondering deeply before asking again, "What is that?" At this point, the boy frowned, showing his annoyance. "Dad, I just told you, it's a sparrow." Then he went back to reading his newspaper. The sparrow flew up and then came down again, landing near the grass. The father followed its movements with his eyes. Curious about the sparrow, the father leaned forward and asked again, "What is that?" The boy folded the newspaper, clearly irritated. "It's a sparrow. Dad, it's a sparrow." Then, the father pointed at the sparrow and slowly spelled out each word. The son, now visibly angry, stared at his father. The old man did not look at his son. He still focused on the sparrow, hesitatingly asking, "What is that?" Now the son could no longer remain calm. "What exactly are you trying to do? I've told you so many times, it's a sparrow. Can't you understand?" The father didn't say anything further and stood up. The son, confused, asked, "Where are you going?" The father waved his hand, signaling his son not to follow, and walked into the house alone. The sparrow flew away, and the afternoon sun remained gentle and warm, but the son was frustrated and tossed the newspaper aside, sighing to himself. After a while, the father returned, holding a notebook. He sat down, flipped through the pages, and then handed it to his son. He pointed to a passage and said, "Read this." It was a nostalgic passage. "Today, I played in the park with my 3-year-old son when a sparrow landed next to us. My son asked me 21 times, 'Daddy, what is that?' I answered him 21 times, 'That's a sparrow.' My son asked once more, and I held him close and smiled happily. I patiently answered and explained to him, not feeling bothered at all. Oh my, what a lovely boy." After reading, the son closed the notebook, feeling deeply ashamed and struggling to hold back his tears. He opened his arms and hugged his aging father tightly. It turned out, the father was not old and forgetful. He had simply seen the sparrow and remembered the beautiful memories with his young son, which led him to intentionally ask the same question again and again. When he was little, the boy was incredibly curious and eager to learn about new things. Now that he was grown, he didn't ask his father 1,001 questions about the world around him every day. Now, he was just bowing his head to read the newspaper, no longer caring or leaning on his father as he did in his childhood. As the years go by, our parents will grow older, their dark hair gradually turning white, and their health will decline, making it harder for them to protect their children as they once did. However, there is one thing that cannot change: the love and sacrifice that parents give to their children. No matter how their children treat them, parents will always love, forgive, and be patient. If you find this video helpful, please don't hesitate to give us a like. Subscribe to our channel to watch even more meaningful video.